Is your love life going down the drain? Does he ignore your needs to meet his own? Try Vytamist, an erotic spray that enhances both partners' sexual appetites. Coming to a store near you. Tara scoffed at the ridiculous advertising. She had seen them all before. They promised so much just to flop. Turning off the television, the tired wife headed to bed. Tara laid on her usual spot, just next to her husband Terrence. He was a burly man, the kind of guy most women wanted. Tara lost her passion toward her husband. He was always working, coming home too tired to do anything. Terrence was an excellent provider, but not anywhere near a trying lover. The next morning, the couple headed to their jobs. Tara, having not slept well, drifted off to sleep, causing her friend Brittany to wake her up. Always the worried friend, Brittany asked Tara if she was okay. Tara told her friend of the loveless months that she had to endure because Terrence would never be energized enough to make love after coming home from work. Brittany knew the situation all too well. Her husband had been the very same way. As the girls continued their conversation, the Vytamist commercial aired in the break room. Tara finished seeing the advertisement once again. Maybe I need to spice up my marriage, she thought. The two women agreed to pick up a bottle of Vytamist from the store the very next day. Morning reared its ugly brightness. Terrence headed off for work, while Tara got into her car to pick up Brittany. Their lonely nights were soon to be a bad dream placed behind them. The women waited in line for the new miracle spray. It seemed that they weren't the only ones who thought about getting the Vytamist. Long lines of women all waited for a bottle of their own. After an hour, the two finally purchased this grand hype. They both hoped it wasn't going to be another version of snake oil. Tara went home and wore her sexiest lingerie. The bottle's instructions stated that the best time to spray the contents on yourself would have to be around midnight, which was perfect since that was the time Terrence would arrive. Tara heard a key turn the front door lock and sprayed on some Vytamist. Terrence walked inside. He saw Tara on the couch in a seductive pose that no man could resist. Terrence didn't even pay serious attention until he started sniffing around him. The Vytamist started taking effect. As Terrence began caressing Tara, a wave of sensations crept through her body. She missed the gentle touch of his fingers. He worked his hands to the back of her bra. With a snap, the piece of clothing fell off. The two made love half the night. Tara was the happiest she had ever been, but something had been wrong. Large pulses of pain ran through her head. She decided to ignore this and continue to make love to her husband. Tara kissed his neck, lowering herself to grab his chest hair with her lips, delicately pulling on them. Terrence hugged her tightly. He had missed this kind of passion, the kind they had so long ago. His fond memory stopped when he felt his wife bite a large chunk of skin from his shoulder. In pain, Terrence tossed his wife on the bed. What was staring back at him, however, was no longer the woman he once knew. Tara's eyes were a milky white. Veins from her face became eerily visible. She hungrily chewed the skin that she bit off from Terrence, licking her hand and fingers of any blood left from the tasty morsel. Once again, she went for another bite. Terrence tried his best to snap Tara out of whatever she was experiencing. It had been no use. She almost took another chunk of his flesh if it wasn't for the kitchen knife that he shoved into her head. Terrence tried calling 911. All lines were busy. He ran outside to scream for help, but the only thing he witnessed in that dark night had been women just like Tara, feasting on men who tried to escape their grasp. Terrence barricaded himself in his home. He shakingly turned on the television for any information about the sudden catastrophe. Nothing would ever be the same. A week after the incident, it was revealed that foreign terrorists created a virus and packaged it as Vytamist. The can's mist would eat the mind of its female host, creating a zombie-like creature whose basic instinct to feed was top priority. The host would eat the flesh of those near them without hesitation. The virus was activated during sexual intercourse. Without male contact, the virus would be dormant, which is why a powerful pheromone had been added to attract men. The terrorists knew that America had been a land of sexual freedom. They used that to their advantage. Thousands died as the virus brought down the country. It was highly uncontrollable. Most females carried the virus since it was airborne, due to the amount of spraying that occurred when people first tried Vytamist. After a year of research, a cure was never found.